3, 2, 1, you go.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Darien Ice House. As tonight, it's the NC girls hockey team that opens up their season against the Ridgefield Co-op Tigers, consisting of the Ridgefield-Danbury-Immaculate team. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm Austin Platt, along with the rest of the NCTV crew. We are back here for the girls opener after the guys beat Fairfield Prep on Monday. The girls look to also go 1-0 in a matchup against an FCIAC foe in the Ridgefield-Danbury squad. For the New Canaan Rams, obviously for both these teams, a disappointing finish to last year when the season was cut short due to COVID. New Canaan got back to the FCIAC final, lost in that final to Darien 4-2. They were the 1 seed, repeating right where they left off when just 2 years ago they were 17-1-2, and they won both FCIACs and states. For Ridgefield, it's a bit of a different story. 5-11 last year, struggled in the FCIACs. 2-8 were the 5 seed, did not qualify for either FCIACs or states, and they actually already have a game under their belt. They lost 4-3 to Greenwich on Monday. For New Canaan, it's a lot of the similar names you'll see from last year. Up front, Kaylee Harden, a junior who has already committed to play lacrosse at UNC, along with her sister McKenna Harden, who will be on defense as a senior. Also, Maddie Cloud, a junior, and then in net is Blythe Novick, the 4-year starter who's been on varsity for all 4 years. The captains for this Rams team, Courtney O'Connell and McKenna Harden, as well as Novick, 3 senior captains, a forward, a defenseman, and a goalie. At the helm for the Rams is Coach Rich Bulin in his 21st season. Got win number 500 last year, an exciting win against West Haven and the Sacred Heart team, 6-5 in a game we covered here. And for Ridgefield is Coach Lauren Lubrano, who unfortunately has not done too much with this Ridgefield team, but was the 2018 FCIAC Coach of the Year. We're getting ready for the start of this one as the buzzer has sounded, and we will get ready for face-off on this opening night for girls FCIAC hockey for the New Canaan Rams. New Canaan last year, their last game they played, they beat Suffield in the state quarterfinals. They beat them 5-1. They were the number 4 seed in states. They were going to travel to take on Simsbury on that famous day of March 10th, 2020, before everything was shut down and the world thus turned upside down. It's been 337 days since that last game for New Canaan. And in this matchup over the last decade or so, New Canaan has absolutely dominated. They have won every game between these two since at least 2010. I couldn't even dig up the last time Ridgefield won a game in this matchup. It's been just that long. It shows you how good New Canaan has been for the last couple of years. And last year, 2 meetings, New Canaan won 5-1 and 6-2. But that's enough speculation, and we are ready for puck drop. It'll be Kaylee Harden to begin on the right wing, as well as Grace Kroll, a new addition to this first line, and then Courtney O'Connell. Ridgefield, then New Canaan at Darien Ice House. And off we go. Kroll winning the faceoff and skating in immediately to the blue line, goes down. Harden will chase it on the right circle, trying to dump it in. Ridgefield looking to clear out, struggling to do so. And finally they do, but it's immediately sent back in by Amanda Benson. Ridgefield moving it in their zone, and they finally clear it out. But not too far, not even to the red line, as finally New Canaan will get a change. And that was McKenna Harden, the captain, who just sends it back in. Ridgefield looking for their first rush. Just a bank off the boards. And that's number 5 for New Canaan. As Benson looked to clear it out of the zone, was unsuccessful. Harden will chase after it behind Novick's net. We'll get it to Caitlin Tully. Ridgefield doing well to pin New Canaan within their own zone. That puck went off the referee. New Canaan failed to clear. And now coming out is Tully. Tully trying to go all the way here. In the blue line in the offensive zone. Trying to make a move. A shot was saved there from Crowley. The sophomore netminder had 23 saves in their opener against Greenwich. Made her first in this one. Benson keeping the puck in as New Canaan gets a change. Brings it back to the point. A shot went just wide. New Canaan underneath the net trying to get a chance here. Ridgefield has had trouble clearing the puck out of their own zone thus far. Benson calling for it. Takes a shot from the point. It was saved, might have taken a deflection, and goes to the left corner. Kroll keeps it in. Behind the net is Harden. Back to Benson, right circle. Sends it back. They're playing tic-tac-toe here, the Rams are. Backhand shot never got there, and finally Ridgefield can come out. New Canaan, a great start to their season. It's been a long time since they played their last game. A chance here for Ridgefield. A shot was fanned there by Abby McGuire, the freshman, who had a power play goal against Greenwich in their loss. New Canaan's getting up with it. A good poke check there from Ridgefield, and they get it out of their own zone. Moving over to left point, just dumping it in for the Tigers. Alec Duane there, number 2, looking to clear the puck out to Courtney O'Connell, one of the senior captains and forwards. Here's a chance at the point. Good poke check there from New Canaan as Ridgefield looked to clear it out. Sent back in, and Duane nearly ran into the ref, and a chance here for Ridgefield potentially. A backhand shot saved with the right pad by Blythe Novick. That was Abby McGuire again, her second shot of the day. And here comes New Canaan on potential rush. The junior Kaylee Harden. And there will be, I believe, a penalty called here on Ridgefield. We'll get the call. That is correct. Ridgefield will be going to the PK. Allie Kiola, the senior on D, took down Kaylee Harden. The call will be boarding. And New Canaan will get their first power play of the season with 11:40 to go in period number 1. Kroll on the face-off, wins it, but it comes out of the zone, and Harden will have to retrieve it. Harden looking for a rush, switches off with Benson. Waiting in the left circle for a playing partner. Finds her sister, McKenna Harden. Kaylee waiting, looking for a cross-ice pass. Ridgefield doing well thus far, denying any shots from New Canaan. Kaylee Harden holding. Sends it across. Back to McKenna Harden. A shot looking for a deflection. Couldn't get one. Another opportunity. They score! New Canaan with their first goal of 2021, courtesy of the power play. And they take the lead. It was sent in by McKenna Harden. It may have bounced right off the boards. Bottom line, it's a power play goal for New Canaan, and they have the lead. We'll see who gets credit for it. It was tough to see on the other end of the ice where I am. And this is one of the perks, I should say, of this new season. With the COVID protocols, a mask break, 1 minute, will occur 3 times. The goal is courtesy of Amanda Benson, the sophomore, who scored in the opener last year against Simsbury on a solo effort. And the assists were from McKenna Harden, and then Courtney O'Connell underneath found Benson, who had the easy shot that found the back of the net. And this first mask break, New Canaan already jumping out to a 1-0 lead. Mask break commences. Maddie Cloud will be on the face-off after New Canaan scores. Coming up with it now is Jade Lowe, the junior. Retrieved by Kate Zangray, their star senior forward. A chance on the backhand, never got to Crowley in net, and now Ridgefield can come out. Zangre, their best player on the team, arguably, as I talked to Coach Lauren Lubrano this week. She scored a goal versus New Canaan last year, even though they lost twice, and she scored a goal in the opener against Greenwich. A battle in the New Canaan zone won by the Rams. They look to clear out. Ridgefield just dumps it back in as Zangre goes off for a change. New Canaan working behind their net. It's Jade Lowe on the left side, trying to bank it off and decide not to play it, as there'll be a full change for New Canaan with just over 10 minutes to go in this first period. Ridgefield just decides just to dump it in. Benson will play it behind Novik's net. Amanda Benson has the lone goal thus far, an early one, against these Ridgefield Co-op Tigers. A battle right in front of the penalty box. 4 players in there looking for a poke check, and Ridgefield finally wins it back. Kiola, the one who went to the penalty box that allowed New Canaan to score, clears it back into the New Canaan zone, but only momentarily. She'll have to retrieve this one again inside of her own zone. New Canaan's done very well pressuring this Ridgefield team, and they certainly looks like they just played a game just a couple days ago, and it hasn't been 337 days since their last game. A shot was saved by Crowley. He's getting back left circle. Another shot saved Crowley. The rebounds was saved, and a scramble in front. New Canaan couldn't add to their lead. A potential rush here for Ridgefield. Good play there by the Rams. That was Maddie Cloud. Chance in front. Zangre looking to find a playing partner, but New Canaan once again skates out with it. Ridgefield looking to clear it out of their own zone. They finally do so, but their passing has not been very accurate thus far, and which has allowed New Canaan to get into their zone so many times. Dwayne will play this one. We'll just bank it back. She'll get another try at it. This one wasn't as successful, but New Canaan does clear. And New Canaan was offside there as the puck came out of the zone for a moment. Coach Buellin trying to mix up his lines. He was a guy who really liked that third line last year, which saw some gritty players, who really made a name for themselves at the end of games when their first couple of lines were clearly tired. But their first line is back out, as well as their first D pair of Benson and McKenna Harden. Kaylee Harden, that puck couldn't find her tape. She's looking to win the puck back. Right off the bench is one of the Ridgefield Tigers, and now she's moving up all by herself, but New Canaan does well to communicate and avoid any odd man rushes. Kroll trying to come out with it. Instead it'll be McKenna Harden behind Novik's net. Harden leads pass for her sister Kaylee Harden. Moving to the left circle, making a nice move. Looking for a shot. It sent one on goal, but it was saved by Crowley with her left pad. Ridgefield gets it out, but New Canaan has done well, knowing that Ridgefield's only opportunity might come on the break. Here's Grace Kroll. Her pass was intercepted, and Ridgefield looks to come out. The pass was fanned there by Courtney O'Connell, and a battle on the blue line won by New Canaan. And Harden with a good poke check. Kaylee Harden trying to move in, gets to the slot, another move, but couldn't quite get that final shot off. Good play defensively from this Ridgefield team. 6.5 to go in the first period. A chance in front, and another chance, a scramble. Crowley was down, but the puck went to the corner in the end. Cloud leaves it for Tully, gets it back to Cloud. Her shot was saved and covered up by Crowley. With 6:03 to go in this first period, New Canaan looking like that team that got to the FCIAC final last year and was the number 1 seed after a fantastic year. 13-5-2. They went 9-2-1 in the FCIACs, but technically only 7 of those wins counted. None of the losses mattered in the end, which is why they did get that number 1 seed. Zangray dumps it in. Benson is there. Ridgefield does well to keep it in. Abby McGuire looking to find someone down low, but that was unsuccessful. Buchanan clears it out as Caitlin Tully chases after it. That pass is banked off the boards and out of the reach of McGuire, the freshman, trying to show Coach Lauren Lubrano that she has enough to maintain her status on these top lines. Offsides, I believe, was called. And another mask break for both of these sides. When you look at the players who graduated for this New Canaan team, only 2 of them saw a lot of ice time. Quincy Connell, the forward, who is now at Trinity playing lacrosse, and Sophie Potter on defense. So many of this group last year that really had to overcome a lot of adversity. They dealt with the flu at a brutal time last year when we interviewed Coach Buellin during quarantine in the spring months. And he's certainly excited for this year and is trying to get as many players in. Talking to him last week, he said with them playing with masks is certainly not optimal. But he's trying to get as many players ice time so they don't get tired. LADQ loses the draw, but gets the puck back after a Ridgefield player went down. DQ just swings it around the boards. A chance in front was saved there from Crowley. Goes to the left corner. Good move here by New Canaan. Tried to swing it back in front and no one was there. Another chance. Was just high and wide. New Canaan pitting Ridgefield in their own zone. They've been on the other side of the ice for the majority of this first period. A wraparound chance was saved by Crowley, but she couldn't cover up as play continues with 4.5 to go in this first period. Another wraparound chance was saved by Crowley. She didn't know where it was, and I believe they score! Crowley couldn't find the puck, and New Canaan just knocks it in for their second goal of the evening. Not sure who that was that knocked the puck in. Hard to see from up here. A bottom line is New Canaan has doubled their lead. They got off to many good starts last year, and it's looking like in Game 1 they're off to a great one against this Ridgefield team. Ridgefield looking to respond. But it's just chipped back out by New Canaan. DQ just dumps it in and will chase after it. Eleanor Luff, the freshman, will try and play it out. Benson takes it away at center ice. Takes a shot that was blocked. Another opportunity. Never got to the net. 3.5 to go. Cross ice pass. Looking for Bell. Her pass didn't get there initially. Slap shot from Benson got blocked. Battle along the right boards here. New Canaan wins it, but they'll go for a change. That line was out there for quite a while as they'll change a fresh 5. Cross ice pass to McGuire. Looking to make a move, but Courtney O'Connell did well to take it over as she moves up for New Canaan. Makes someone miss. Trying to go all the way here. It's Courtney O'Connell looking for someone in front. Opts for the wraparound and then just dumps it back to Benson. Benson a shot saved there by Crowley. Goes to the left circle. Kaylee Harden on it now, right circle. Trying to make a move, looking for a backhand shot. Opted against it, and then went to the high slot where Courtney O'Connell was, and her shot was just wide of Crowley's net. New Canaan putting a lot of pressure on this Ridgefield team. Another shot was looking for a deflection. Kaylee Harden nearly tipped it in, but it's covered up there by Crowley with 2:14 to go in this opening period of this 2021 season. As I mentioned, New Canaan has dominated this matchup in the last couple of years, in the last decade really, and you look at last year, common opponents, there were 8 of them between these two teams, and it's obvious the difference. New Canaan went 7-4-1, Ridgefield just 3-10. And New Canaan has always done a good job of keeping really both hockey teams, especially in the recent years, as some of the top in the FCIAC and in the state. Kaylee Harden looking for a backhand shot. She shoots, and it's saved by Crowley. And the puck was underneath her. She didn't quite know where it was, but good news for her is it didn't quite go past the line. A lot of action today around the FCIAC and both sports with the snowstorm that hit over the weekend and a little bit yesterday morning. Some of the basketball games were postponed. Some hockey games as well, so there's been plenty of action around the FCIAC. Harden moving in. Her shot was saved by Crowley. Another cross-ice pass. Looking for Kroll, never found her, but another chance back in the middle. Courtney O'Connell trying to bat it down. Her shot was blocked. And Ridgefield can finally come out with under 2 minutes to go. They send it along and looking for a chance in front. Kaylee Harden now on the right side. Moving in with her incredible speed. And can only dump it back as half the players are going in for a change. That puck went off the referee, allowing Ridgefield to hold on to the puck. Lowe couldn't pick up that one. It'll be Alec Duane here. We'll just reset behind Novik's net. Blythe Novik hasn't been tested really at all so far in this first period. Tully and Cloud looking to a chance in front, and they score! Ridgefield immediately cuts the lead in half. It's Annabelle Stewart, the freshman, who tipped that puck right through the 5-hole of Blythe Novik. And just like that, Ridgefield is back in it. It's 2-1 with just under a minute to go. Just when you thought Ridgefield was exhausted and couldn't find anything in this first period, they get a goal right when they need one at the end of the first. A shot from the point was deflected perfectly by Stewart. Novik had no clue where it was until it was behind her. And Ridgefield has a key goal in this period. Cloud moving in. A chance for them goes wide. Delaney Shepard gets the credit for the assist on that shot from the point. New Canaan trying to throw it in. 34 seconds to go in this first period. New Canaan got off to a great start with 2 goals. Ridgefield just responded with one of their own. And they're looking to see it out through this first period. But New Canaan keeps it in. Benson, that is. She sends it in looking for Tully. Cloud trying to pick the puck up from her. But it's stuck in this right corner. A shot never reached there. It was blocked by the Tigers. 5 seconds to go. New Canaan looking for one last potential opportunity. Cloud in the right corner will just hold on to it, and that will be the end of a great first period. New Canaan got off to a great start with 2 goals. Amanda Benson got it started. They added another one. But just with under a minute to go, Annabelle Stewart, the freshman, with her first varsity goal, has cut the lead to 2-1. That'll be all for the first period. We will see you after the intermission. Back here for the second period between the New Canaan Rams and the Ridgefield Co-op Tigers. I remember that there is no intermission between the first and the second. The teams will huddle up and talk things over between the second and the third. But welcoming me inside the booth, we're throwing him on. It's Dylan Asparty. Dylan, I would like to welcome you and get immediately in, but let's get to know a little bit about you.
Hi, my name is Dylan Asparty. I'm currently a freshman at New Canaan High School. I'm really glad to be on air with you, Austin. And I currently play for CJR, so I do have some experience with hockey.
A shot from Harding was saved there by Crowley. New Canaan will now shoot our way, in our direction.
The teams are lining up for a face-off, and it's won by Ridgefield.
DeAndrea looking to clear it out. Nearly went on net, and Crowley had to push it to the side. DeAndrea again. She slips. And Kaylee Harden looking to win this puck back. New Canaan constantly putting pressure on this Ridgefield team within their own zone. It's been very hard so far, Dylan, to get out of their own zone.
Yeah, Austin, I've really liked their forecheck. They've been playing with intensity, and there's an offsides right there, so both teams will get fresh legs on the ice.
Slipping there was Tully as she looked to play a pass in front to Jade Lowe, the junior. It's this all-junior line that Coach Buellen is quite excited about. Tully keeping it underneath the Ridgefield net. Ridgefield finally comes out. New Canaan will chase back after it. But the Tigers just dump it right back in. The Rams reset here as Ridgefield goes off for a change.
New Canaan's really going to have to get this puck out of the zone. The Ridgefield girls are changing up, and they're going to get really tired real soon.
Ridgefield has that momentum after that late first period goal. They didn't score many last year, but when they did, it was at key times. They got one in that first period. 3 New Canaan players looking for the puck here. Ridgefield coming out here, a potential 2-on-1 opportunity. A shot there was saved by Novick on Kate Zangray. .12:46 to go in this second period. Looks like we have a malfunction of some sorts, and the play will stop, as I believe something in the Ridgefield bench needs to be sorted out. An athletic trainer will go into the Ridgefield bench. Someone may have been hit by the puck on that play, as they will be checked out. A lengthy stoppage here.
You know,
these finally will resume play.
These stoppages in play are really important for these girls because playing with a mask on does get really tiring. So
every second will definitely, both teams will enjoy it because the games will come thick and fast in this condensed season. Only 12 games for each squad, and it'll happen really within a month. So you have 2 to 3 games a week. And over the February break as well, which is on the horizon for both these teams. New Canaan moving in, it was McKenna Harden, but she was offside. Face-off will be just outside of the New Canaan offensive zone. Deku and Zangre on the face-off. Deku wins it. Sent back in by NC as they look to chase the puck down. Around the corner, behind their own net is Ridgefield. A good pass out to Zangre. She's trying to move in. Kate Zangre 1-on-4. But the numbers don't lie as New Canaan defense holds strong. Cleared out by NC, but they really haven't got anything going, Dylan. Certainly the pep talk by Coach Lauren Lubrano in that short intermission has certainly worked.
Yeah, both teams have been pretty evenly matched so far. They're both fighting to gain position on the ice. The defense are holding the blue line and red line pretty well. And now as we come up on a New Canaan 2-on-1 rush.
Courtney O'Connell underneath her own net looking to find someone in the slot, but the only one there was Ridgefield. They take it within their own zone. Avoiding a poke check there was one of the Tigers. Moving all the way up, that puck was batted down by NC, and they can move in once again. A potential 2-on-1 here for the Rams. Moving in, a good shot, a good pass that was blocked. Another chance for Kaylee Harden was blocked again by this Tigers team. Harden goes down, no chance there. O'Connell calling forward, her shot was blocked. That was Eleanor Lufte, the freshman. Another chance here, blocked again. Ridgefield doing a great job blocking these shooting lanes for New Canaan. Benson going after it. Comes out to Kaylee Harden here on the left point. She'll just dump it back in. A couple New Canaan players are tired. They go to the bench. That puck goes all the way down. Should be an icing. But icing is waved off. That puck did not reach the line. And play will continue. Good cross-ice pass for Jade Lowe, who has some ice to work with. Lowe, left circle. A shot hit the post on Crowley's short side. Another pass to the right circle. A shot, and they score! Amanda Benson has her second of the evening. A shot from the right circle, went right past Crowley. And right now it's Amanda Benson who has 2 goals, 3 for New Canaan, and their 2-goal lead is restored with 10:08 to go.
New Canaan really has been doing a good job of putting pucks to the net. And as you can see right there, they were just rewarded with a nice goal. But that's going to come the more shots you put on net.
New Canaan has that elusive third goal, and they can relax a little bit now, up 2 goals again. With 5 minutes to go in the second period, Amanda Benson with her second. Tully working down low. She finally gets some help from Cloud, who plays it to Jade Lowe. Looking for a pass that originally found a stick, but having to rework it was New Canaan. Looking for a wraparound there, went off the side of the cage, but Cloud keeps it in. Maddie Cloud only finds a Ridgefield player, but they can't clear. Another shot, Benson looking now on a hat trick. That one just went wide. New Canaan keeps it in. That shot goes wide into the corner where Jade Lowe is. New Canaan has been in this zone for the last couple of minutes after scoring their third. Tully, the right winger on this first line, who Coach Buell has been very excited about. We saw her a bit on the third line last year, but she has been upgraded. New Canaan sends it back in, but it is offside with 8:44 to go.
New Canaan has been really pushing the pace down in the Ridgefield zone. They're getting shots, and with that, they're getting good scoring opportunities. Ridgefield was lucky to get an offside call there, and they'll get a fresh line out. So let's see if they can get some attack going.
New Canaan pinned inside their own zone now as a pass in front was blocked. Comes out to the point. Ridgefield does well to keep it in, but down goes a player, and New Canaan can come out, a potential 2-on-1 rush. But a great play there from Ridgefield. That was Delaney Shepard, who already has an assist in this game. That was a key block there as New Canaan really looked like they had a chance for goal number 4, but it won't come just yet. Dwayne will have to retrieve it in her own zone. McGuire has it now in the right circle. Taken away by the Rams. And they'll battle along the boards for it. Okay, looking to clear it out. Ridgefield does well, however, to keep it in. This is the most zone time they've had in the offensive zone in quite a bit of time. Halfway through the second period now. New Canaan looking to build on that 3-1 lead. This puck goes all the way down, and it is ruled an icing after it barely got to the line. But that'll be key for Ridgefield as they get to keep New Canaan's D on their toes.
Yeah, but New Canaan also gets a change, so that's going to help them out. They really need to get this puck out because just like I said against Ridgefield, now New Canaan needs to get the puck out of the zone or else a goal could be coming soon.
Puck is steered around the left side and it comes out of the zone. Kaylee Harden looking to race after it, but Ridgefield did well to get back. That was Eleanor Luff there. Not an easy task having to guard Kaylee Harden. Now another chance here for New Canaan. Nearly losing the puck here. And Courtney O'Connell down low. That shot was saved. A rebound for her was blocked. And Ridgefield clears it out. It will be no icing as Benson will have to chase after it. Courtney O'Connell had 2 whacks outs to get her first goal of her senior season. But she'll have to wait for that. Kaylee Harden moving in now. Onside, waiting for someone to play to. Lost control of the puck. And now looking to win it back. She does just that. Kroll here just sends it on into the slot. Courtney O'Connell couldn't find it. Ridgefield has struggled to clear it out of the zone all night, but they finally do so after it's banked high off the boards. Sent immediately right back in. Both teams, New Canaan will just go for a change. Loft, a good pass up here to her partner who will just dump it all the way down. Ridgefield gets 4 off the ice. Benson's getting up with it. Cloud has it now into the slot. A shot was saved there by Crowley.
Well, that was a good shot, but what I liked most about that play was New Canaan's willingness to crash the net in case of a rebound. That's really going to lead to good opportunities for goals. And now I believe we have a mass break.
Crowley's had some trouble tonight, avoiding second chance opportunities as both teams will get a rest here with 5:43 to go in the second period.
This rest is well deserved. Both teams have been working hard, got good zone time on both sides, and with the mask on, breathing's just that much harder. So these are an important element of the games in this current day.
What's up, Jack? So, do you see the other one now? You do. Yep, I do. You got both of them. What do you think of that, Jack?
A quick update in the boys game, which is currently going on. They are down 2-0 to Notre Dame West Haven over at Bennett Rinks after getting a big win against the top seed Fairfield Prep on Monday. They're currently trailing to another great team out of conference in the Notre Dame West Haven, who were the number 1 team in the state last year. We'll keep you updated on that game as it unfolds. Dwayne here sends it back to the point. A shot came in. Another chance. They score! Caitlin Tully with her first goal, and New Canaan has a 4th. It is 4-1. They continue to pile it on here at Darien Ice House.
That was an amazing second chance opportunity goal. She saw the puck get loose, and she went straight to the net.
Took him about 3 opportunities, and Tully's second whack at it was just enough, and it is now 4-1. As you start to think about the 2 games last year. Looking for a 5th now is New Canaan, and that shot just went wide. Maddie Cloud and Maisie Koo are on for the assist there as they get their first points of the year. New Canaan nearly moving it back in. That puck went up high, no high sticking. Back to the point, a shot trying to be deflected into the net in the slot was New Canaan. They try and throw another one on here, but here comes Zangre. 4.5 to go in the second period. Ridgefield needs another goal if they want to try and mount a comeback. Penalty here on New Canaan. It'll be on number 9, Elodie Koo. As New Canaan will be shorthanded for the first time this year. But they certainly have a lot of room to work with up 4-1. It'll be a tripping call. As Ridgefield gets will get a power play opportunity. They did score just a couple days ago, courtesy of Abby McGuire, the freshman. It'll be Grace Kroll, the junior, here for the face-off. This game moving by quite quickly, with obviously no intermission between the first and the second. Two minutes for tripping is the call, minor penalty. Ridgefield looking to work their power play unit. Zangre here, behind Novik's net. Trying to take it herself. Benson's on for this PK along with Kaylee Harden. A good move, a shot there was blocked as one of the Ridgefield players went down after taking the shot. A pass all the way into the left corner is retrieved by New Canaan. And they do clear it out, barely, but it is enough. And a collision there, another penalty will be called. This time it's on Ridgefield. And we will play 4-on-4 hockey for 1:05. That's not a penalty you want to take there, down 3 goals.
Ridgefield was having a good power play. You know, they were moving the puck around the outside, but that's really going to hurt them, especially with this 4-1 deficit. They really needed every second of that power play.
We will skate 4 aside for 1:05 before New Canaan will have a 55-second power play with 3:25 to go in the period. And the face-off will be inside the Ridgefield zone.
There's going to be a lot of open ice on this 4-on-4 play, so you might see more skating and a bit more skill come into play here.
Ali Kaiola has already been to the box. She'll sit for another 2 minutes. Zangre moving up with it. 4-on-4 here. Plenty of room to work with. New Canaan takes it out. Maddie Cloud here, the junior. Reverses with her teammate. And a good hit there from Ridgefield as Zangre takes it out. Got someone to her left. That's exactly where she drops it off. And they'll just send it all the way down. Right to Novik. 20 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Getting all the way down as New Canaan. Looking to move in. A chance was blocked originally. Trying to send it back in front, and that shot went just wide. New Canaan nearly had a 5th. That was their best play. One of their best plays thus far. Another chance they move in. Into the slot, and a save there. The rebound never went in. Couldn't quite go. New Canaan is knocking on the door to goal number 5. Kaylee Harden now in the slot. Her shot saved there from Crowley. New Canaan now has a power play, 5-on-4. Harden, right circle, back to the point, Courtney O'Connell. They have someone in front of net looking for a deflection, and that shot went wide as a couple NC players went down. 26 to go in the power play. A shot on net was deflected and saved there from Crowley. Here's Harden. Her shot nearly deflected. A chance, a whack at it, never went. Another chance went just wide. Only a matter of seconds, it seems, before New Canaan will add to their lead. Another shot here, saved by Crowley. She barely saw that one. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. A minute 23 to go. A shot from Kaylee Harden went wide. Crowley can barely stay on her feet here as New Canaan has just peppered shots on her. Good play here from Ridgefield as we'll go all the way down. They sent one on net. Never got there. As we've hit the 1 minute mark of the second period. Kaylee Harden moving in. Good defense there from the Tigers. Kiola right out of the penalty box made a good play. And New Canaan's offside here. What a flurry of shots that was there, Dylan.
Yeah.
Surprised that New Canaan didn't score.
You know, Crowley has really found her groove in these waning minutes of the second period. She was standing on her head last shift, making some incredible saves with the screen right in front of her face. Some of those shots she could barely see.
Ridgefield wins the faceoff as finally we see some time in the neutral zone for both sides. That one's banked off the boards. Took an awkward bounce, didn't go all that far, and New Canaan gets to clear out with 30 seconds to go. New Canaan had 2 in the first, they've added 2 in the second now. Looking for a comfortable win here on opening night here at Darien Ice House, looking to pick up where they've left off last year and 2 years ago as well when they won both FCIACs and states. And certainly with the roster they have, it seems like they can do that. Another chance here was saved there by Crowley. That was Maddie Cloud, the junior, looking for her first goal. Another chance thrown in front, immediately pushed aside to the boards. And that will be it for the second period. We will get a full intermission here.
Well, you know, if Ridgefield's going to tie up this game, they're really going to have to get the puck out of their zone. Crowley was playing amazing in those last few minutes, but they cannot rely on that, especially when 3 goals down. They're going to need to have some scoring, and it's going to need to be fast.
Zamboni will come out here for the second intermission. Ridgefield will go to the locker room. New Canaan will just have to sit on the other side of the rink. That's the way it's going to have to be with these COVID times. And that'll be all for the second period. Dylan Azzopardi, Austin Platt, the NCTV crew. We will take a break along with both of these teams. We'll be back for the third period with New Canaan up 4-1. Back here for the start of the third period between the New Canaan Rams and the Ridgefield Co-op Tigers. A full intermission here. It's New Canaan up 4-1 in their first game of the year. Ridgefield looking like they will begin the season 0-2. Dylan, it's been a great start for New Canaan. That can't go without being mentioned. But what do you expect from this Ridgefield team down 4-1, just trying to gain some momentum into their next game?
Well, I'm definitely looking for a lot of energy from all their lines across the board. You know, maybe they might shorten the lines they roll, but I'd say that's not necessary. You know, get everyone their playing time, get the first liners their rest. But it's gonna take a lot of effort from the Ridgefield girls to come back against this dominant-looking New Canaan team.
It's a mountain to climb, to say the least, as both coaches have one last word. An update in that boys' game as they're playing Notre Dame West Haven. New Canaan did add a power play goal. I'll keep you updated on that one as the end of this game approaches. That'll be the first line for New Canaan to begin this final period. Kroll, O'Connell, and Kaylee Harden. We're underway in this final period. New Canaan up 4-1. O'Connell has this puck in the offensive zone. Taken away by Ridgefield, looking to get it out. Harden is there on the right side. She'll just throw it back in. And chasing after it is Kroll. Grace Kroll, the junior, upgraded to this first line after impressive last year where this team dealt with a lot of injuries to begin the year. The flu went through them, but that did not stop them from getting all the way to the FCIAC championship, and in game one they certainly already look like favorites. Kaylee Harden looking to get in. Her shot was saved by Crowley. Another chance here, a save by Crowley, and that time she holds on.
If New Canaan's going to protect this 3-goal lead, that shift should be what they do every time. They got to keep the puck deep in the Ridgefield zone, and they just got to get shots on Crowley. Or else.
Coach Buin is certainly going to try and keep his top lines fresh here. Going to try and see a lot of the underclassmen and see what they got in this game. A shot from the point was blocked, and Ridgefield looking for an odd man rush. A nice job there by Amanda Benson, who already has 2 goals on this game, but that time it was a little too good, as she would go, I believe she would go to the penalty box.
That's going to be 2 for hooking, I believe.
Well, she's got 2 goals, and now she'll have 2 minutes in the penalty box, assuming that's only if New Canaan kills this penalty off. Ridgefield with their second power play. Their first one was cut short because they committed a penalty of their own. Let's see what Coach Lauren Lubrano's squad has drawn up here. In a game that has been very dominated. 2 minutes for hooking is the call on Amanda Benson. A shot here was saved by the glove by Novick, and a whistle was blown before she dropped it. But there will be a face-off to her right.
That's exactly what Ridgefield needs. They need quick shots towards the net, and they need bodies in front of the net.
Novick hasn't been tested that much, but she did give up 1 goal on exactly that, a deflection in front late in the first period, but ever since then the New Canaan defense has stood its ground. New Canaan clears it all the way down, but they don't change as Jade Lowe will go after it, but Ridgefield takes control of the puck. Tigers moving in here, but they are offside with 13:15 to go in this final period, 1:14 on their power play.
I'm liking what we're seeing out of the New Canaan penalty kill. You know, they're getting the puck out of the zone and keeping Ridgefield out of the zone as well. They're going to need to keep this up.
New Canaan wins the puck shorthanded, looking to dump it all the way down. Ridgefield struggling to get it out of their own zone while they are on the power play, but it looks like it will be a 5-on-3 here. New Canaan touched the puck as the whistle was blown. And that is correct. It will be a 5-on-3 for Ridgefield. We'll get the call here shortly.
And that is going to be 2 minutes for cross-checking. I didn't see that penalty. How about you, Austin?
I didn't see it all that much either.
It was down the other side of the ice, though, so... But let's see if the Ridgefield can capitalize on this 5-on-3.
Kaylee Harden taking it out. She's shorthanded, down 2 goals. Down 2 men, probably, and her shot was saved there by Crowley. Unbelievable speed and skill there from Kaylee Harden.
I do like the refs not raising their arms on that one for a penalty, because USA Hockey has really been trying to encourage competitive contact since these girls cannot body check. But a bit of contact is okay. So
Let the kids play. The refs are certainly trying to let this one carry on. Ridgefield controlling. 30 seconds to go on the first penalty. We'll have another minute and a half if they don't score on a 5-on-4. McKenna Harden has it now, trying to steer it out of the zone. Ridgefield was there to keep it in. A pass across ice, couldn't find the tape of one of the Tigers players. And they will set up this 5-on-3. A shot went wide of Novik's net, and no one was there for the rebound. The first penalty is over. Benson's out of the box. It's a 5-on-4 now. And the shot, a stray shot, went just wide of Novik to her left. Another minute to go in the 5-on-4. New Canaan looking to kill off 2 consecutive penalties. Trying to get it down low is Ridgefield, but Harden takes control of the puck and will float it over the ref. And a good play there by Kroll. She takes it out. She'll just send it all the way down. No icing, of course, as they are on the PK. .20 seconds to go on the power play. Ridgefield hasn't gotten much. New Canaan has nearly had as many opportunities shorthanded.
This has got to be a big confidence boost for the New Canaan team. You know, killing off a 5-on-3, that is never easy. And in the fashion that they've done it, it's been pretty spectacular to watch.
There's not much Coach Bielen's going to be frustrated with in their first game. It's been so long since they stepped on the ice for a competitive matchup. And when you're up 4-1 against a Ridgefield team that has an FCIAC Coach of the Year in the benches leading that team, certainly Coach Bielen is a perfectionist. He's not going to say it was perfect. And he'll say they'll have a lot to work on, but that's not been the case. Maddie Cloud moving in here, looking to dump it off. And a good play there from Ridgefield. They have a good defensively. Another penalty here on New Canaan. That'll be tripping. And they'll go right back to the box after killing a 5-on-3.
That's a pretty unfortunate break right there. You know, her stick just got caught up in the Ridgefield player's skates, and there's not much you can do about that.
This face-off will go into the New Canaan zone. We'll get the call. It's Maddie Cloud, the junior, the culprit of tripping. And Ridgefield scored a power play goal in their opener. They're 0 for 4 now. Pardon me, 0 for 3 on the power play in this one. And that puck barely comes out of the zone. Ridgefield's going to have to touch up, and now New Canaan potential rush here. Going down was one of the New Canaan players, and just like that, another power play is gone. A tripping call Caitlin Tully was the one that picked up the puck on the right side. She went down. And that's just something that can't happen, Dylan.
Yeah.
Twice in a row now, 2 times in this game, a power play has been cut short because you commit another penalty of your own.
It's very costly, you know, especially when they're chasing New Canaan by 3. They really can't be doing that. They gotta stay disciplined, you know. They can't let this game get out of hand, another one, and this game might just be over.
Hardin did well to pick up that puck, and she resets, sending it over to Tully, who drew that penalty. Hardin over to Tully. Caitlin Tully on the right wing. Does well to keep the puck in the zone. This puck comes to the stick of Maisie Koo, who is the younger sister of Elodie Koo. The freshman on now with the co-captain senior in McKenna Hardin. Hardin over to Kroll, looking for Courtney O'Connor on this left side. She'll pick up this puck and skate into the zone onside. O'Connor going all the way around the net. Has Benson, who already has 2 goals. She's on a hat trick. She'll just dump it off on this 4-on-4. Benson, right circle. Shot was saved there by Crowley, and it dropped right down in front of her. And a whistle is blown.
Oh, and the net was off.
There you go.
You
That
know,
explains it.
New Canaan has been playing really well, but something Coach Bullen might want to touch on is the penalties that they've been taking. Especially with a 4-1 lead, there's really no need to be taking penalties, and they just got to stay disciplined, especially if they're playing some of the better teams in the States.
Coaches will always tell you, whether it's game 1 or the final game of the year, penalties are something you just cannot take, especially, as you mentioned, a 4-1 lead in a game that's basically already out of hand for this Ridgefield team. McGuire has it now underneath her own net. Sending it over to the right circle. Ridgefield trying to clear it out with that stretch pass, but Benson has it. Does well to deke her forward. Is chasing after it. Here's Kroll. Ridgefield has possession, and they now have a power play with 25 seconds. But here comes Kaylee Hardin, shorthanded, 1-on-1, and she scores! Kaylee Hardin makes it 5-1 New Canaan. A shorthanded goal for the junior. She scored 20 goals last year in 23 games, and she now has her first of 2021. It's a shorthanded goal. And it is 5-1 NC in their first game of the year.
This shift is really going to say a lot about the Ridgefield team. You know, they're down by 4 late in the third, and how they play is really going to tell a lot about their character as a team.
It's not easy to play your second game of the year against a powerhouse in New Canaan in the FCIAC girls hockey, but that's what has to happen. You got to play them at least once a year. These two teams will meet up again down the line, as the FCIAC is trying to limit travel during this condensed season. Benson has it behind her own net. Back to 5-on-5 hockey after it felt like for about 5 minutes there weren't 10 players on the ice at all times. Buchanan has it behind the Ridgefield net. Hardin taps her stick, calling for it, but that puck skipped over her, and New Canaan's going to have to touch up. Halfway through this final period, New Canaan has been dominating this matchup for the past decade, and today has continued the trend in the first game of 2021 for the Lady Rams. New Canaan does well to keep it in. Moving in, a shot was saved there from Crowley, and she holds on as a couple players were on the doorstep waiting for a rebound, as New Canaan will change all 5 players.
I don't know about you, Austin, but I can feel the energy coming from the Rams bench. You know, they're looking at taking home a W in their first game of the season, and you can tell they're ready to potentially win the FCIAC.
They did it 2 years ago, and with the roster they have, they certainly have to be a favorite, along with the Darien Blue Wave. Those two teams are always top 2, feels like, in every preseason poll, and obviously the Greenwich Cardinals will have something to say about that as well. New Canaan's next game is actually against Darien Saturday night here at Darien Ice House. A shot there from New Canaan was saved by Crowley. She couldn't quite hold on with the glove. Good cross-ice pass for Jade Lowe. Skates in onside and advances the puck, but takes a hit, and Ridgefield can recover the puck. Cloud lost his stick behind the play. She's going to have to touch up as Lowe just sent it back in. Ridgefield sends it all the way down, and Maisie Koo will get there before icing is called. Koo moving in, plenty of room to work with, skating in with some speed. Going in all by herself as the rest of her team changes. A shot was saved there from Crowley. The rest of the team was practically on the bench as they were getting a change, and Maisie Koo went 1-on-4 and nearly had New Canaan 6th.
That was quite a good effort by the defenseman Maisie Koo.
Ridgefield trying to throw it on front. Went to the side of Blythe Novik's cage. Kaylee Harden, a good outlet pass to Courtney O'Connell, who drops it off for Grace Kroll. Kroll moving in, looking to get past. In the right circle, her shot was deflected and went over the boards. Over the net. Off the boards and still in play. Koo at the line. Gets it over to O'Connell. Tried to send one on net, but it was redirected. And Amanda Benson will pick it up again. Just over 5 minutes to go in this game. New Canaan has 5 to their name. Up 5-1 against this Ridgefield team. It's their quest to repeat as FCIAC regular season champions. Will begin here tonight with a great result against a Fairfield team, against a Ridgefield team that hasn't seen much success in these last couple of years. Here's Koo. Puck is taken away momentarily, but they get it right back. But the puck did come out of the zone. New Canaan will have to touch up, and Ridgefield has it behind their own net. Luft has it. Here's Amanda Benson looking for a hat trick. Her shot was saved there by Crowley, and it went over her cage, and Benson will retrieve it. Amanda Benson moving in. Her shot went wide. Picked up behind the net. Another chance was saved there by Crowley, and she holds on. Nearly that snuck by her right pad, but the sophomore goalie, Isabella Crowley, has been quite busy in this one. 23 saves in the opener. She's had to make many more tonight against this New Canaan team that has just been relentless.
You can tell Amanda Benson really wants her third in the season opener. That would be an amazing way to start off the season. And you can see she's being very aggressive.
A shot there off the face-off was saved as we get a little collision in front of the net. Amanda Benson must be an honor for her playing alongside McKenna Harden, the senior co-captain on the first line of defense. And we know what she's got. She's got a very good shot. She showcased that twice tonight and honestly could have 4 or 5 goals at this point. Just gotten unlucky a couple of times, so we will see the final mask break here.
It is 5-1 New Canaan, but they're not taking it easy on this Ridgefield team. As you can see from the last play, they're still crashing the net hard, still looking for that 6th goal.
It's their first game in over 11 months, so certainly you don't want to sit back at all. Want to make sure all these players are fresh and get all the kinks out of this first game.
Novik, the goalie for New Canaan, has really not been tested an awful lot this game, so, you know, she's still a question mark, but the rest of this New Canaan team has been playing phenomenally.
New Canaan, the puck comes out of the zone. And it's tough certainly for Crowley, someone who's been taking so many shots, but I hear this is actually only her 2nd game ever as a sophomore. She's actually a lacrosse goalie who has just picked up ice hockey. So that's not easy for someone to go from lacrosse to hockey and be thrown in game 2 against the New Canaan Rams.
She's been doing quite a phenomenal job. And as you see, number 21 on Ridgefield is taking whacks behind the play. That is completely unnecessary. I'm not sure what started that, but the refs are always going to call you for the retaliation.
Yeah, there was a bit of contact behind the play. Looked like a couple players fell, but that is certainly uncalled for. Ira Simpson, the senior forward, who will go to the box.
They also took a New Canaan Ram. That's surprising. I really saw the blatant slash from Ridgefield, but there has to be two to fight, so.
It's actually going to be offsetting penalties. We'll still skate 5 aside. But that's certainly something neither coach wants to see at the end of a lopsided game. McKinnon wins the face-off. Amanda Benson. Her shot was deflected and saved there by Crowley. Another chance is still loose in front, and New Canaan can't quite put it in. A shot from Hardin came on net as Crowley was on the ground. Ridgefield did well to clear that puck out. Courtney O'Connell sends it back in. That puck is sent all the way down, and it will be an icing on the Ridgefield Tigers with 2:47 to go.
That was number 12 for Ridgefield, Delaney Shepard, and I believe she was the one who saved a goal by pawing the puck out from the crease. That is legal. However, if she covered the puck with her hand, that would be a penalty shot for the New Canaan Rams.
Great play there, helping out her new goaltender, who you can certainly tell is not all that comfortable in net. Harder for someone who plays lacrosse to be on skates and to really have to use your legs so much, especially when a New Canaan team's been in your zone for, feels like, the whole game. A chance here, potential on the breakaway. Puck couldn't quite find the stick of one of the Ridgefield players. And Kaylee Harden does well to get past one, now 2 Ridgefield players, and now looking to potentially go all the way. Harden off to O'Connell. Skates around the net looking for someone to play it to. O'Connell still with it now in the high slot. Her shot was deflected wide and into the left corner. Just over 2 minutes to go in this one, the season opener for the New Canaan Rams. And then it has been nothing short of complete domination for this team. Up 5-1. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and they added 1 in the third. And they certainly look prepared to face Darien on Saturday night. We will be here covering that game along with DAF Media. That exciting game. Certainly you look at both team schedules and you circle the New Canaan Darien game every year. Benson still looking for her hat trick. That shot was saved by Crowley. And it seems like Amanda Benson, her first hat trick, will have to wait another game.
One positive I can take from Ridgefield's game is they've been blocking shots pretty well. That's really going to help out their new goalie as she gets into her rhythm.
Ridgefield looking for an opportunity that's immediately sniffed out by this New Canaan defense. And blocking shots is key on either side, especially when you have a new goalie and when you have a team that's just feels like they've had 40 to 50 shots in this one. Koo looking for a chance. That one was saved there. With under a minute to go in this one at Darien Ice House. New Canaan girls up 5-1 with 2 goals from Amanda Benson. Tully had 1. Kaylee Harden had 1. They have been sharing the wealth so far. Here comes Caitlin Tully all by herself as the team behind her changed. Makes a great move looking for a shot, but it couldn't quite find her stick as Abby McGuire there got it out. Puck goes around the boards into the right circle. Amanda Benson still looking for one last opportunity to maybe get her hat trick. Has the puck in the high slot. She shoots looking for a deflection by Tully, but she missed it and it went over the right shoulder of Crowley. 7 seconds to go. New Canaan looking for a fifth. A chance in front is saved there from Crowley with 3.7 seconds to go. It looks like it will only be 5-1.
There are positives that you can take from both the New Canaan team and the Ridgefield team. New Canaan has dominated pretty much the entire game and has played really well. And something you can take for Ridgefield is definitely blocking shots. And, their goalie, Isabella Crowley, has been playing pretty well, especially in her second game ever as a member of the Ridgefield team.
Especially every save you can make when you're getting 30 to 40 of them in a game just boosts the confidence even more. Surely will be the final face-off of this one. One of the Ridgefield players had to go off since they had 6 on the ice. A final shot there is saved by Crowley, and that is it for the first game of this 2021 season for the New Canaan Rams, and it's smooth sailing. They win 5-1. Blythe Novick gets the first win of her senior year. Ridgefield drops to 0-2. New Canaan, with their first win in their first game, they improved to 1-0. And both teams will do a salute to each other, given with the protocols there are no handshake lines. And both teams will exit this one. New Canaan's next game, Darien, a huge game Saturday night. As 2 of the best in all of the FCIAC and really all of the state will face off for the first time. And Ridgefield will have to go back to the drawing board. Dylan, your first time in the booth, you did a great job. What are your final reflections on this one?
Well, New Canaan's got to be happy with that game. They've made a few minor errors, but nothing that stands out. But Ridgefield's definitely gonna have to go back to the drawing board. They're gonna need a bit more effort all around, and they're gonna need to get the puck deep into their offensive zone and get some zone time. And thank you for having me, Austin.
Absolutely, we'll certainly see a lot more of you in the booth with me this year. And no upset here tonight. New Canaan holds on in their first game. For Alex Kurz, our camera person, and our advisor, Roman Sobolski, our athletic director, Jay Egan, and the Darien Icehouse athletic director, Johnny Pucks, I'm Austin Platt signing off. There is a boys basketball game against Fairfield Ludlow that tips off in just under an hour, so go click off this link, click on that one. We will be back inside Darien Icehouse for a doubleheader Saturday night. The New Canaan boys team will play the Ridgefield boys team, an exciting matchup and a rematch of that FCIAC semifinal that went to double OT last year. And then the marquee matchup between the girls. The New Canaan girls take on the Darien girls in the battle for Darien Icehouse. We have to get out of here. The Darien boys now have to play Greenwich. So that is all. Thank you for